Have you ever heard the phrase, don't reinvent the wheel? It's one of those sayings in business that people throw around all the time. And while innovation is important, here's the truth. You don't always have to invent something brand new to become successful. Think about it. Most of the businesses you see every day, restaurants, clothing brands, cleaning services, even coffee shops, aren't offering something completely unique, yet some of them are still making millions. So, what's the difference? The difference lies in execution, positioning, and finding the gaps. Let me give you an example. Coffee shops. You'd think that market is completely saturated, right? There's Starbucks, Dunkin', Costa Coffee, and thousands of independents. And yet, new coffee shops still pop up every year, and many of them thrive. Why? Because they don't try to reinvent coffee itself. They focus on experience. Maybe it's the vibe, maybe it's local sourcing, maybe it's service. Starbucks wasn't the first coffee shop, it just turned coffee into a lifestyle. Now let's talk about gaps. Even in crowded industries, there are always gaps. Maybe it's customer service, maybe it's faster delivery, maybe it's a cleaner ingredient list, or even just better branding. Take skincare, for example. How many moisturizers exist in the world? Thousands. But brands like The Ordinary or CeraVe became huge because they filled gaps. Affordability, transparency, dermatologist backing. They didn't reinvent skincare, they repositioned it. And sometimes there aren't even obvious gaps. That's where execution matters most. Two restaurants might sell the exact same burger, but the one that's consistent, friendly, and posts daily on Instagram is going to win. That's because customers don't just buy a product, they buy the feeling that comes with it. So what should you focus on if you're starting in a saturated industry? Here are a few steps. Know your audience better than anyone else. Don't guess what people want. Ask them, watch trends, see what frustrates them about current options. Position yourself differently. If everyone's competing on price, compete on quality. If everyone looks luxury, maybe lean into affordability. Build loyalty, not just traffic. It's easy to get one-time buyers, but loyalty comes from trust, through consistent service, relatable branding, and keeping promises. Tell a story. People don't connect with products, they connect with stories. Apple sells technology, but what people buy into is creativity, design, and identity. And here's something interesting. The same businesses keep circling around for decades because they master these things. Fast food, clothing, cosmetics, even gyms, they never really go away. Instead, they evolve. They adapt their branding, use new marketing platforms, and sometimes introduce a fresh twist. But the core business remains the same. The lesson here: you don't need to be the first to succeed in business. You don't need a wild invention. You can step into a market that looks crowded and still carve out a space if you pay attention to execution, positioning, and loyalty. So the next time someone says, that niche is too saturated, remember, saturation just means there's money flowing in that industry. Your job is to figure out how you can show up differently, serve people better, and earn your share of that market. Because in business, it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about making your wheel roll smoother, faster, and better than the rest.
This artist has gone viral with his stunning handmade plants that look uniquely beautiful. Instead of soil and water, he uses metal wire and glossy resin to create lifelike leaves, vines, and stems. Each piece starts with a wire frame that's carefully shaped into outlines of leaves, then filled with colored resin that hardens into a shiny glass-like surface. To achieve the natural look, he layers different shades of green and even adds variegation so the pieces mimic real houseplants. The result? Gorgeous, light-catching plants that never wilt and bring a pop of greenery into any space. From dangling vines to glossy monstera leaves, his creations have become so popular that they often sell out quickly. With such a unique and artistic approach, it's no wonder his work has gone viral. And the best part? Getting started only takes a few $100s in resin and wire supplies. But with strong demand and high markups, this craft can quickly turn into a business, making thousands a month.